here, Hannah Mindful Mother. Now, today I want to just go back over how you are really feeling right now. It's so easy, especially when you started the journey of self-discovery, to feel like I want to be happy all the time, because of course you do. You now know how it feels to be really content, really happy inside, to feel that joy, and you want to stay there. So of course you're going to do everything you can to bring yourself up to that higher vibration. Absolutely, 100%, that's what you're going to do. However, sometimes you can't always say why it happens, but you will find yourself in a lower vibration, much less than before if you've been doing the work. Absolutely. And if you're doing your meditations every day, you're going to feel amazing most of the time. But you can't absolutely, always stop things from coming, because when we're feeling happy and when we're feeling joy and when we're feeling really content and calm inside, of course our vibration is higher and we're attracting amazing things. But sometimes, without even realizing it, we might be struggling with some aspect of something in ourselves. So it might be something from our past that we haven't cleared yet, that we don't realize is happening. It might be that then something has been triggered from something in your past, but something has now triggered that same emotion again that you haven't cleared yet, and you don't realize that something has triggered it again, so it's come back. It might be that there's lots going on in your life at the moment, and even though you're generally at a much higher level, perhaps you've just come down a little bit and there's now so much going on that you do feel overwhelmed. And perhaps you have also physically gone down a little bit, so you might be struggling physically. Now, if that's you, if that's happening, you've got to tune into what's really happening in your body. It's so easy for us to think, okay, I'm going to bring myself back to the present moment. I know what I need to do. I'm going to change my thought process. And absolutely, you will be able to do that. But it doesn't always happen straight away that your vibration goes back up and you really feel what you're trying to create. You've got to say, I'm trying to be happy, but am I really happy? So say, for example, this is the best example, is if you're in pain. If you're in pain right now and you're struggling, or you've got some kind of illness and you're struggling with it, you will get through it. You will. And you've got to remember that. And if you've been on this journey and you know what you're doing and you're doing meditations and you really believe that we create our lives and what we put out there we get back, you know deep down that you will get through this and you will get better. But right at the moment you might be struggling, and so you'll be trying to bring yourself back to the present moment and trying to stay calm, and you're probably doing a fantastic job at that. But are you actually really feeling that joy? Now, if you're in pain, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to feel that joy. You can get beyond that pain in your meditations. You can get beyond that pain at certain times in your day, but can you sustain it? Because if that pain keeps coming back, for a few days, and it's constantly there really, or you're constantly struggling with potential illness getting worse, then you're almost trying to fight off the negative emotions coming in and the negative thoughts coming in. Now, you might be doing a really good job and you think you're doing quite well, and a thought comes in and you let it go and you change it to a positive, but you're still really feeling quite sad actually inside. You're still not feeling happy. So you've got to tune in to what's actually happening in your body, and remember that this happens to everyone. Nobody is perfect. So stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to be the sort of person who is just always happy and always feeling joy, because you are someone who probably does that the majority of the time. But you don't need to be someone who does that all of the time. We need those moments, actually, those moments of lower vibration to push us up and to bring ourselves through it even stronger than we were before. Sometimes we just need a wake-up call to just take us a little bit further than we were before. Perhaps if we'd stayed on the same path, even though we were happy, were we as happy as we could be? So if we can look at it in that way, it's amazing. But the major thing is, and this is my big message today, is don't feel you need to be perfect, and don't feel you're not allowed to feel those negative emotions. It's actually really important to feel what we're really feeling, to tune into what we're really feeling inside, because if we're saying, yeah, I'm happy, but we're not feeling really happy, if we're really struggling with some pain or some mental thing at the moment, even though we're trying not to, if we're feeling it, if we're feeling a little bit sad or a little bit down about that, that is the vibration that's going out there. Not the one we're trying to create right now, but the one that we're actually feeling. Now you will get through it, and you will raise your vibration by doing all the mindfulness techniques and the meditation, and you will get there. But if you're not feeling that joy and that happiness right at this present moment, that's okay. You just need to remember that you will get through it by doing all these techniques, but you also need to accept that right now you're struggling. Right now, you're not feeling the happiness you want to feel. Right now, you're not in that peace that you want to feel. And at that point, let it go. Let it go. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to just lie down on the beds and just say, please help me, I need help right now, do it. And that is the point in which you will release that emotion. You sometimes need to do it. You need to accept that you're not in the place you want to be. And once you accept that, stopping trying to strive for that happiness, but just accepting you're not there, and then let it go, admit it to the universe and all around you, and even breaking down and crying is okay. All it is a release of that emotion. And when you do that, then after you've released the emotion, after you've accepted and just let it go, and you've felt that sadness, you've really felt it, rather than trying to hide from that sadness, rather than trying to hide from that negative emotion of struggling, once you've accepted it, then you can clear it. So you'll clear it, whether it's through crying or just simply releasing and allowing it to go, but you have to accept it first, then you let it go. Then you're ready to move on. Then you're ready to say, right, something has to change. Something is going to change. And then you set your intention. Then you set your intention for who you want to be, where you want to be, how you want to feel, and you will then get there. The amount of times when I've been struggling in the past with Crohn's disease or whatever it may be, with some kind of pain, and I've accepted that I'm going through this, I've stopped the fight. I realised for a few days I've been tense trying to overcome it, but I've not really been feeling it. I've not been feeling how I want to be. I've actually been feeling quite sad about it, and I've been feeling a little bit down about it. Once you accept that you're feeling that, and you accept that you're struggling, this has happened to me, and I've let it go, within hours I feel so much better. The emotion has been released. Now I am free of it, and now I am able to move on in my life and literally raise my vibration to where I want to be. And once you do that, which can happen in a few hours, you've released the old emotion, you're now bringing in the new one, you're just allowing it to come. Then you're raising your vibration, so of course the universal energy is responding to your higher vibration. So don't struggle with that. Don't try and fight a negative emotion. You have to bring it into yourself. You have to accept it. Really bring it in. Then just say, something has to change. Let it go. Then you set your intention for who you want to be. Then you will find your vibration will raise. And when your vibration raises, you are now attracting good health, more great things into your life. So remember, when you're in a low point, just accept it, admit it, let it go. And then, at that point, if you weren't feeling happy, you can't fight, you can't bring that happiness until you accept it and bring it in and admit you were feeling it. Then the exciting things happen, because then you release it, and then bring in all that love. And then you really will find your vibration raises, and you're gonna just bring so many amazing things into your life. And it's worked for me so many times. I promise you this works. It took me a while to discover it, because we think we need to be happy all the time, but we don't. It's just those moments of struggling will be a lot less when you've done this work. And now you've got to accept them, release them, and then you can bring that amazing energy and attract these amazing things into your life. I promise you it works. I'm sending so much love, guys. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.